Hey, Pat. Sorry to disturb you.
Hi there.
But would you want to run a few miles with me?
Yeah, let's get it going. My name is Patrick J. Williams. I started running in middle school probably like 13 years ago. My math teacher looked at me and said, "You should do cross country." And I'm like, what the flip is that? I honestly thought it was like like driving across the country. No, it wasn't that. It was a lot of running.
Had anyone like in your family done any like sports or running or anything?
Actually, yeah. I have a lot of cousins on my mom's side that do ultra running, and they did cross country back in their high school days.
Nice.
In fact, my cousin has a 100-mile race that he's like in charge of in Pennsylvania.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, he like won it so many times. They're like, "Get over here."
They promoted him to like organize it.
Yep, pretty much.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You'll have to run it someday.
Oh God.
I think we picked the best day to do this.
Absolutely.
It's literally like 70 degrees in Ohio.
It's very gorgeous.
And it's amazing. Everyone has their windows open. So you started with cross country, and how'd that go? And I'm sure, and then you started running track as well. So talk to me about that.
My math teacher and then coach told me it was just running, and at the time I played soccer before.
Okay.
And so I was like, it's soccer without a ball.
Yep.
All I gotta do is run.
Yeah, I played soccer too, and it was just running
100%.
with the ball. So just take the ball away.
Yeah, it took the complete, like taking the ball away, I was like, I don't have to score a goal. This is incredible. And just, what are we crossing here?
Okay.
I did track simply because everybody's like, it'll make you better at running cross country, and I go, I guess so. So I continued on doing both. Man, and I hated it with a passion. I didn't like running in a circle.
Okay. Yeah. It's hard.
The beauty of cross country was like, I may be suffering, but this field looks pretty nice. So
Yeah, it's like an actual course. Like,
yeah,
there's actually like things to look at usually.
Mm-hmm.
There's people along the course cheering.
Yeah, I did a lot of short to mid distance, oddly enough. For the first couple of years, they did long distance because they thought you did cross country. But
Right.
I always seemed to shine in the 1 mile, the half, and I wouldn't say the 400, but they just threw me in there. This was my thing. Probably from the soccer.
What'd you play? What position did you play in soccer?
I was midfield.
Yeah. Same. Left mid.
Makes sense. So many runners doing that.
We met in Granville Run Club and about 2 years ago.
Yep.
And you've been running off and on for 13 years.
Yeah.
So I guess what keeps you like motivated to get out the door, and like why do you keep running?
Something very freeing about using solely your body for things. I mean, like you can ride bikes or whatever and you fly, but I mean, your body, I mean, aside from running shoes, it's all you. All just the power of the human body and the human mind. So it's just really cool.
Yeah.
Plus, anybody in your local neighborhood will be like, "You're that runner guy. I saw you 8 miles that way."
No, I love that. Like, it's like you're just out here using like your mind and your body. Like, I feel like with so many other things, it's like, how can we make the equipment better
Yeah, exactly.
to enhance the whatever they're doing? With us, it's like, I think the shoe can only get improved so much.
Absolutely, it
And
can. And
you don't really have to opt into that if you don't want to.
I used to hate it with a fiery passion.
Yeah.
Even though I preferred cross country, it was still a whole lot of running. And coming out of soccer, I only really knew how to sprint.
Yep.
So I would do all my runs that way. I remember my first running injury was shin splints because my coach is like, your legs are gonna hurt.
Yeah.
That's okay. Well, I'm like, my legs hurt. They're like, where at? I'm like, my shins. They said, that's bad. I go, but you said. So there's that. But I did it. Started in middle school, all throughout high school, and then 1 year in college. And after that, I was like, I'm not gonna really do this anymore. I was like, maybe I'll run like a mile or two to stay in shape, because in my brain I thought that's all you needed.
Yeah.
And I didn't need to do it anymore. Well, oddly enough, my anxiety started going up. It turns out running is really good for anxiety, and not running, not so much. So I'll hop right back into it, uncompetitively.
Yep.
And I eventually started to like it, but it took me like 6 years
Yeah.
to eventually be like, this ain't so bad.
Everyone's on their own timeline when it comes to like, especially if you like competed in it
Absolutely.
at a younger age, like there's just like that time where like you're like, I need a break from this.
Oh yeah.
And it just really depends on the person, like when am I ready again?
Yep, when are you ready? Like when
does this not feel like a chore anymore?
Exactly. Anybody who ever asks me about running advice or anything like that, I usually will tell them, go out for like a walk run.
Yep.
You can do the whole thing in like 30 minutes maybe. Walk for a little bit, run for a little bit. Be very kind to yourself. Your body is probably still adjusting.
Right.
And it takes time. It's not gonna happen overnight.
Running's one of those like consistency games. Like if you're starting to get into it, like you said, you have to be really kind to yourself, and like don't expect that you're gonna come out and like run a great pace for your first couple miles that you ever run. Like you might just need to like walk through it and kind of build your body up to running more mileage. And like I think also, like, is there a goal for you? Do you have a reason why?
Used to be to get really fast times, and I still wouldn't mind that. It's just lower on the priority list, I'd say.
Yep.
It's kind of just to see what I can do.
Yeah.
Like, since I don't have a coach, I have free reign. I can choose how I want to run, where I want to run, what kind of race I want to run.
Right.
It's all very new for me. But I like it.
I ran like 8 miles, and it's really the longest run I've done since I was injured. And I didn't like look at my watch at all, and I just kind of went with the flow. And it was so nice to not think about pace, to not think about how far do I need to go. Like I just went and enjoyed.
The flow state is incredible. There's nothing like it, in all honesty. It's sometimes like during my first marathon, I honestly forgot about like miles like 16 and 18. I just complete total blank.
Yeah.
I don't really remember them because I just kind of like hit that flow state, kept going.
The endorphins.
The endorphins.
We're just talking about how we met at Run Club. We met Pat and a bunch of other people that we're really good friends with now.
I found the Run Club through a friend named Maddie Carpenter. He kept saying, because we tried starting a run club in the next town over and it just wasn't working.
You guys started that run club?
Licking County Run Club?
Yeah.
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Yep, we started it. Well, specifically, it was my best friend Chase. He started it because he wanted to continue running. He just ran his first marathon. He was all hype, and we were all about it. We just weren't getting too much of a turnout. Most of us didn't even want to show up anymore. He was telling us about in the next town over, Granville, saying, they got a run club over there, you should come. And I wasn't skeptical. I was just kind of like, oh, new people. And now another person that was there, his name is Dave Subler. Both him and Maddie were like, you're so darn fast. And when I get there and we start, I'm running with them, and I hear Dave, he's like, show these people who's boss. I was like, no. No, I don't want that kind of attention. I kind of did some scoping out on my own. And during that, I met Sarah for the first time. I'm pretty sure I met you and your husband, but we didn't really talk all that much. I remember talking to you guys after, and I forgot your names immediately. And eventually y'all added me on Strava, and I like examined your guys' pictures to make sure who it was. I was like, all right.
You're like zooming in and out.
I was like, I think I know these people. I was right. I was like, okay. I can say their names confidently. It was super great finding a community of runners. Because it's way different than high school when everybody's a butthead. They're simply just being...
Like, these people are there because they want to be.
Yeah, because they want to be.
And they want to, like, be part of a community.
They're not trying to get that gym credit.
Right.
Or whatever, so they don't have to take that class.
All right, we're going out on this bridge.
All right.
I don't think I've ever been on it. Are we, like, safe on this thing?
Yeah, we're safe. I love that. Hey, my town Newark's not too bad. No.
What? Why is this here?
So, currently there's a disc golf course over there. Wasn't always there.
To get to disc golf?
It is now. But before, the bridge was still here. But there is like a bunch of woods over here that people would just go to. And over there is some bikes. And you could probably see that there's like a lot of open space. It wasn't like that. It wasn't like that when I was growing up. When I was growing up, it was so many woods. I thought this was another dimension when I came in here. Like, when they cut down all the trees, I was actually kind of sad. Because I was like, oh, that's not that far away.
So this all used to be woods?
Yep, that was all wooded. There was still a dirt path over here, but it was just so much more wooded area and stuff. And yeah, they cut it all down, but that's okay. They have a frisbee golf course here. It's pretty nice. I've only played it a couple times and have lost 2 discs.
In the river?
In the river.
Oh no.
And I wasn't like that dedicated to it to be like, I'm gonna go get those.
I'm gonna go swim for these.
Yeah. When I was a kid, I used to get in this water all the time. Just because. And there was a rock somewhere. It might be that panel somewhere over there. We would just see if we could like throw stuff at it. And like, just get the farthest away we could. We said like this is our secret hangout, even though clearly everybody knew about it.
Clearly this is in the middle of a river.
Oh, very, very clearly. Like there were some terrifying people around every once in a while. So, but we were kids, so we were just trying to experience that as a whole. But it was really cool.
Yeah, I've literally never been on this. I've always seen it though.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Thanks for letting me join you today.
It is my pleasure.
And who do you think I should run with next?
I think you should run with...
Do you know this school property at all?
A little bit. What's up?
Do you know how I get to the commons?
Please stop. No, that did not just happen.
That's awesome.
He was all flustered from talking to you. All right, Pat. Thank you.
Wait, are you recording now?
Yeah, I recorded that whole
Yay.
thing. Thanks for letting me join you today on your run.
It was my pleasure.
And who do you think I should run with next?
I think you should hit up Ben Stamper. He does a lot of like trail runs now.
Okay.
He's a pretty cool guy.
All right, then it's on.